Hello team and welcome back to the channel. So before starting the video, a humble request to you all, please subscribe to the channel. We are very close to 1000 subscribers. Also, I upload videos on daily basis at 9 AM in the morning. So if you are interested in DevOps tools and technologies, then definitely subscribe. Okay, now coming to today's topic. So today we are going to learn about Sonarqube, what exactly is Sonarqube, how it works, what it is used for, how we can implement, and finally a hands-on demo explaining step by step like about Sonarqube. Okay, so let me open this paint. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Like we have DevOps and we are like learning about DevOps. Okay, but at this point all of you know like there is another one which is known as DevSecOps. So basically when DevOps is extended with different security tools, making sure that our pipeline is secure, then we have like our source code there is no issues in our source code, and we are following best practices, and also like making sure everything is secured in a certain way till the deployment, from coding to till deployment to production, everything is secured. Then this whole process of DevOps becomes DevSecOps. Okay, Sonarqube is one of the security tool which we used as a part of DevSecOps. Okay, for example, let's say okay, let me create a box. Yeah, let's say that we have this box which is basically the source code. Okay, so you know like if you are having a source code, it is possible that there might be some syntactic based errors, there might be some bugs in our code, there might be some vulnerabilities in the code, or there could be any like code smell even. Okay, so there could be lots of issues in our source code. Then what can we do to make sure that the code is like free of all those things? Okay, so basically let's say like if someone is able to tell us that in this part of your code there is a bug, in this part of the code the vulnerability is there, or it's like in this section, a different section of code code smell is there. Okay, so yeah, like you think like it will be really good if someone could highlight the sections or highlight the places where these bugs bugs and other issues are there. Okay, and that's what Sonarqube does. Okay, so basically in simple words I can say Sonarqube does two tasks. Okay, first one is code coverage. I will explain in a moment what exactly it does. Okay, first one is we have code coverage. Okay, let me increase the size of the text a little bit. 1 second. 20. Yeah. Okay, so first one we have code coverage, and another one is code quality. Sorry about that. Quality check. Okay, so these two tasks is like Sonarqube does, or it is responsible for these two tasks. Okay, now coming to what exactly is code coverage. Okay, so code coverage like when we say that Sonarqube has generated a report on code coverage, so it will generate like in percentage, like let's say like it will say in the report code coverage is 80%. Okay, that means like 80% of our source code has been run or tested. Okay, so basically code coverage is the lines of code or the percentage of code that amount of code is tested, like while running the testing we have tested that amount of code. Okay, so that is code coverage, and as per like usually general rules or something, usually in most of the companies they prefer having code coverage of at least 80%. That means like at least 80% of your source code should be tested properly, right? Then we have second one, that the second option that Sonarqube provides is a code quality check. Okay, now coming to what exactly is code quality check. So when we speak about code quality checks, let me write it and then I will explain. Code quality checks. Okay, so when we say that our source code has multiple issues, what kind of issues it could have? Okay, first one, let's say it has bugs. Okay, now what exactly it bugs? Okay, so bugs is something that happens due to like issue like wrong code. Okay, or like if there is the coding is wrong, if in a certain section of our source code coding is not done properly, then we say that it's a bug, there is a bug in that section. Okay, so that is bugs. Okay, then we have the issue that our source code may have is like vulnerability. I don't know how to pronounce. Okay, still. Okay, then another issue that may occur or may be present in our source code is vulnerability. Okay, what exactly is that? So basically it is a section of our source code which is open to attacks. Okay, like it's like something like very badly it's written, it is working, but still it is like it can be bypassed or it can be attacked, that section of code. Okay, so that part we say it's vulnerability. Okay, then we have one last thing, which is code smell. Okay team, so we were on code smell. Code smell is basically that section of the source code which is like poorly written. Okay, poorly written, and it creates confusion. Okay, so let's say like these three are the main things, main issues that might be in our source code. Okay, now as we were discussing code quality checks, so code quality checks depend on these things. Like if these things are less in our source code, that means our source code is of good quality, right? But if these things is these bugs, vulnerability, code smell are too much in our source code, then we will say that our source code is not of good quality. Okay, so I hope you understand the point what exactly Sonarqube is doing. Two main things that it does is generates a report of code coverage and code quality check. Okay, and as I mentioned, good code coverage, if a source code is having like code coverage of 80%, then it is considered a good one. And also if to check if our source code is of good quality, that means it should be having very less or at least no bugs, vulnerabilities or code smells. Okay, but if it is having more, then our source code is of not good quality, right? Okay, so that is the main point of Sonarqube. Now coming like why it is used so much. The reason for that, it is like because Sonarqube is like compatible with all sorts of programs. For example, if you are having a Java based program, then also we can run Sonarqube analysis on it. If we are having Node.js source code, on it also we can run. If we are having Python, C#, JavaScript, TypeScript or any other programming language based code, still we can run our Sonarqube analysis and generate a report irrespective of those like programming languages. And how it does that I will show you in the demo. Okay, but at least I hope like you were watching this video with a notepad and a pen in your hand, because it would be much better if you could write these things as notes. Okay, now also like Sonarqube is having like two versions. So first version is the community version, which is the free version. Okay, and then we have developer version. Okay, developer version is the paid version, and the main difference between them is the like community version has a limit on like how many lines of code it can like perform analysis and those things, but developer version has like much more than that and several other features. Okay, so this is the main thing about Sonarqube, what it works, how it is how like what it is used for, and what is the point of using Sonarqube, and why Sonarqube is a security tool. Okay, now what I'm going to do is generate a Sonarqube server. Okay, so for that what I'm going to do is, see, two ways you can install Sonarqube, 2 or 3 ways. If you are having Windows machine, you can download and install Sonarqube. If you are having Linux machine, in case you want to do it for longer time and keep it in the system, it's better to install a separate like a database also for Sonarqube. But since I just want to learn Sonarqube mostly to like guide you, and like for you also I would suggest to create a temporary Sonarqube server, which you can do using a Docker container. Okay, so as of now I have installed Docker in my system. So you can see it says Docker version 23.0.6. Okay, so using Docker container I will create a using Docker image I will create a Sonarqube container. How I would do that? I will run the command as docker run. Also, as I have mentioned today in community post, like next Monday I'll be like posting a complete Docker course video. Okay, which will cover all the topics of Docker. Okay, so make sure to like watch that as well. Okay, now coming back here, docker run -d to make the to run the container in detached mode. Okay, then a name we'll provide, which will be sonar. Okay, then we have this sonar. After sonar we will be providing a port. So I want my application to run on 9000 port, so we'll provide the host and container port. First one is the host port, second one is the container port. Host port basically is the port on which we will access the Sonarqube on browser. Okay, basically in my case I'll be using Chrome, and second port is the port open on the container. Okay, now we need to provide the name. So I will use a Sonarqube LTS version, community version. Okay, Sonarqube tag will be lts-community and click enter. So this should fetch the image and create a container out of it. You can see pulling the Sonarqube images layers. Okay, so let's wait for it. Meanwhile, let me check. I have just started. Yeah, so I'll be using for running the analysis, I'll be using Jenkins, so that you can see I am setting it up. I'll make a separate video on how to install Jenkins on Ubuntu properly. Okay, so we can see like this Sonarqube container is created. To access the machine Sonarqube server, we can copy the machine VM IP address, paste it, :9000, which is the port on which we can access. You can see Sonarqube is starting. Okay, so this will take 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, and then we need to just provide the username, password, and it will start up. Okay, so let's wait for it. Meanwhile, if you are new on channel, please subscribe. That would be a big help. Also, like as if you're on my channel from quite some time, you might know like I have so many repositories which are like deployment ready repositories. So it would be really good if you could follow me here, and so you can get all these repositories for free. Okay, so yeah, Sonarqube is up. Click on home, and here we need to provide username, password. So if you are doing it for the first time, both will be admin and password will be admin. Okay, click login, and this way now it will ask us to reset. Okay, so I will just add another password. Okay, I click on update. Okay, so this is the first page you will see while like setting up the Sonarqube, and you can see here it will ask you like from where you want to run the analysis. Okay, so you can see like usually even manually option is there, so if you want you can provide the name, but let it be. I will just guide you in most easiest way how you can run the analysis. Okay, now if we talk about how Sonarqube works, like if we have provided the source code to Sonarqube, how it will find out like where is the bugs and other issues. First of all, it needs to find out like what kind of source code is that. It means ki in which language it is written. Okay, so for that purpose it has quality profiles. Okay, if I open quality profile, you can see there are certain like languages written: C#, CSS, Docker, Flex, Go, HTML, JSON, JSP, Java. Okay, so basically this quality profiles, what it contains you can say a package which will be having so many rules that will be used for finding out like based on that rule it will find out where are the bugs, where is like code smell and other issues. Okay, for example, just to show you, if I open this rule, like for Java, you can see it has 479 rules. Okay, and you can see, for example, the example of rule, how it is. See, it basically compares whole line by line source code with these rules and find out. Okay, you can see here equals should not be used to test the values of atomic classes. Okay, exact meaning I'm not aware about this, but these are certain rules that are used to like find out if what kind of issues our source code have. Okay, now you are seeing like 479 rules. Okay, let's say that I don't want to use complete 479 rules, I want to use less rules. Okay, so in that case what we can do, we can create a custom quality profile. These are known as quality profile. Okay, so I can like click on these settings, click on copy, and let's provide a name as Sonarqube custom. Okay, and click copy. Okay, see, now as of now total rules, active rules are 479 and still 149 rules are inactive. Okay, so if I want to like activate more or deactivate, I can like select from here. Okay, you can see like these are the rules available to activate. Okay, so from here, if new rules you want to add, you can add them from here. Okay, let's go to quality profiles, and in Java you can see as for now you can see two Java quality profiles have been created, and the one that is for default, in that we cannot make changes. So to make changes and use our own quality profile, we need to create a custom one. Okay, I hope you got the point. And in case you are thinking like from where this is coming, so basically if I go to administration, marketplace, so if for example if I search here Python, okay, see, so it is installed as of now. Okay, but in case it was not installed, then for the same reason, there won't be any quality profile for Python. That means, so whichever language quality profile you want to use, you should have like installed it from marketplace. Okay, for example, I installed Java, that is why Java quality profile is there. But as of now, like using a Docker container, already all of those quality profiles are installed. Okay. So this is the main section, like from where we will install plugins. Okay. Then we have system section. Okay. So here you can just see like this is just this is the section in which you will get like details about Sonarqube server. Okay. So you can see it is showing green. That means like current health status is fine and Sonarqube is able to run. Okay. I like other details, you can find it here. And one more thing I wanted to show you. Okay, maybe it's not available here. Okay, let me expand this one. Okay, I will show you in a minute. Okay, no issues. Okay, then we have quality gates. These are like, see here we have set certain conditions. Okay, for example, like code coverage, how much we want is to have like 80%, or okay, here operator is set up. Okay, these are also default one. If you want to create your own conditions, you can click on create and like provide a name and create conditions. Okay, that you that you can go through and that you can like figure out. Okay, then we have quality profile, as mentioned earlier. These are the ones containing rules for the Sonarqube analysis. Okay, and here we have all the rules. Okay, so you can like go through them if you want one by one. You can see like each language has different quality profiles and all, how many rules each language is having. Everything is mentioned here. Okay, then we have issues section. So see, main thing, like whenever you do the Sonarqube analysis and generate a report, so here a project will be created, which I will show you in a minute. Okay, so if I click on that report and if I go to issues, then in a detailed way I can see whatever issues that code our source code will be having. Okay team, so actually my system restarted and everything went, so I have just installed again. Okay, so now it's the implementation part. So first of all, first prerequisite that you need to have is you need to go to manage plugins and you need to install two of the plugins. So first one will be Sonarqube scanner. Where is it? Yeah, Sonarqube scanner, this plugin you need to install. And one more plugin which is required is JDK. Yeah, this one, Eclipse, this one, installer plugin. This will provide the package for JDK. Okay, so once you have done that, you can go to manage Jenkins. Let me dismiss this one. Once we have installed those two plugins, we can go to global tool configuration, and here we need to configure our JDK. So let's provide the name as JDK11 and click on install automatically. And here we will select install from adoptium.net and we will select JDK11, scroll down and find Sonarqube scanner. So this name we will provide as sonar-scanner scanner, and version latest we will use. Okay, and one last thing we need to configure is Maven. So I will use Maven 3.6.0, click on apply and all the tools configured. Okay, so finally we will start creating our job. Okay, one more thing, so I'll be using this pet clinic application, and if you watch like videos or if you try to do Sonarqube analysis on your own without like watching this video, basically you will get everything, but this code coverage part you won't be able to get, because for code coverage you need to do certain specific things. Okay, so for code coverage you need to open your POM file and three things you need to add. Okay, let me show you, let it open. So basically first in your POM file you need, first of all you need to add this properties section. Okay, then you need to add dependencies for Jacoco. Basically we need to add integrate Jacoco tools. Okay, Jacoco is a third-party tool which is which gets integrated with Maven, and it generates the code coverage report. Based on that only we will be able to see our code coverage inside Sonarqube. Okay, so let me show you how I have configured. Yeah, so we are here, and first of all we need to add this section inside properties. Okay, if I go here, if I search for this, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so if I search this part, it should be in our POM file. Okay, I paste it, you can see I have added. Since this was already there, properties tag, so I just added it inside the properties. Okay, next we have dependencies. So dependency also I have just added. Let me show you. These are the important things which will, yeah, you can see dependency is also added. And one last thing, we need to add plugin also, which will integrate with our Maven. Okay, so if I search this and paste it here, you can see that also added. Okay, so separately you can just use this project. It is already public, so you can fork it on your repository and try to do analysis with it. Okay, so this part done. Then we will just create a new pipeline providing a name as Sonar analysis. Okay, and select the option pipeline, click OK, and first of all we will select discard old builds, keep the number as 2, scroll down and create a sample pipeline. Okay, so as I mentioned, two tools we have configured, JDK, Maven and Sonarqube scanner. So for now JDK and Maven we will define here using tools. Okay, if you are watching, if you have been a subscriber of mine, you might already know these things, but still. Okay, so JDK space, format is the type of tool, which is JDK here, and name of tool will be JDK 11. Okay, same thing for Maven, type of tool is Maven type and name of the tool is Maven 3. Okay, so this part is done. Next we need to, first step that we have in our pipeline is git checkout, and here we need to provide, so we will take help from pipeline syntax. Meanwhile let me copy this URL, and here we will select git, provide the repository URL, and branch name is not master but main. Credential is not required since the repository is public. Generate pipeline script, copy this and paste it here. Okay, so this step done. Next step is to perform the analysis itself. So let's copy and create another stage. So let's provide the name of this stage as the Sonar analysis. Okay, now to provide to run the Sonarqube analysis, what command I need to run? So first of all I need to run the mvn clean package PSC, okay, this one package, to build the application and generate the artifact. Once this part is completed, then we will write our Sonarqube analysis command. Okay, so for that we have mvn sonar. Okay, then we need to provide the URL, server URL, which is basically the URL of Sonarqube. So in our case that will be this one. Okay, let's copy this, and we need to provide this inside an argument of dsonar. Okay, dsonar.url equal to this one. Okay, and also for authentication we need to provide tokens, so that we will provide in format of dsonar.login. Then we have equal to. Okay, so in equal to generate a token, we will go to our Sonarqube administration, security, then users, and then here we will click to update tokens. Okay, click here, provide any name and click on generate, then copy the token that is generated and let's paste it here. Okay, this part is done. Now we need to provide the name of project, path of Java binaries, and then we need to provide the project key. Okay, so I already have a previous pipeline, so I will just copy from there. Okay, let me just where it is here. See, so this part we need to add. Let me copy this and yeah, see here. So this is the simple another argument for providing a project name. So let's change the name. In our case we want to keep the name as pet clinic. Okay, also for java.binaries file I will just leave it as it is. This is the dot, which means like file location for Java binaries is like root directory, so we will just leave it as it is. For project key we will provide the same name as our project name. Okay, pet clinic. Okay, everything fine. We can click on apply and let's run it to see if it works fine or not. Okay, so it should start here. We should, okay, something is wrong. Maven 3. What exactly is the issue? full time Maven does not have an install of Maven 3 configured to do me. Okay, let us just check one time if we have actually configured Maven or not. We can go to manage Jenkins, go to global tool configuration, scroll down here in Maven installation. We have Maven. We need to keep the name as Maven 3, no issues. Now it should be running fine. Click on build now and let's see now. Okay, so you can see like it has started and it is unpacking the JDK since we are in like building the pipeline for the first time. So first it need to install the JDK that we have mentioned in our global tool configuration. Okay, so let's wait and let it complete. Okay, meanwhile just make sure like if you are using this project, use the main branch only, because these changes of the POM file are not present in develop and features, so just use the main branch. Okay, and like today earlier also I uploaded one more video which is on like how to create VM and access it on AWS. So I would request you create a free trial account on AWS, Amazon AWS, and start creating Ubuntu machines or any other machine and like start implementing whatever I am teaching you here. Okay, that will be really beneficial for you. Okay, so it has started and git checkout completed. Now it is running the Maven package command. Once that completes, then it will run the Sonarqube analysis. Okay, so build is succeeded. Now it is performing the Sonarqube analysis, and let's see how long does it take. This should not take too much time, I guess, because dependencies are already there, whatever is required. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Jacoco is okay. Analysis is successful. If I go back to Sonarqube, refresh the page. One second, let me refresh. Yeah, you can see it is done, and here this is the code coverage part. As I mentioned earlier, like if your test case is running fine and total number of lines were 2700, out of which 82.7% of our code has been tested successfully. Okay, that means like it was good code coverage. Above 80% it's fine, 80% or above 80% it's fine. Another, like you can see here, total number of unit test cases were 62. Also code smells are 17 and vulnerabilities are 9. If I go to issues to get details, and here you can see complete like major details in form of an order of severity, like blocker, critical, major, info, minor. So basically what happens when these reports are generated, these every like single things are like assigned to a specific person who will try to fix it. Okay, so you can see whatever issues is coming, details is, see even the suggestions is also there how to fix things. Okay, so I hope like you got the point, like why Sonarqube is so useful and why it's a really good security tool. Okay, so you can see like everything is already there, and rest like other options are there which you can like explore, but most important option is overview and issues. Okay, so and you can see even our quality gate status has passed. Quality gate status is like the minimum conditions that is required for the source code to be to make sure that okay, source code is fine, we can like move ahead and we can deploy the source code. Okay, so you can see for that it is like quality gate passed. Then we have main thing I wanted to show is the code coverage. Oh, you can see it is 82.7%, which is more than enough. Okay, so I hope this video was useful to you, and if it was, like try to implement it by yourself as well using this pet clinic application. Jenkins tutorial already you have everything. You can just visit my playlist and watch the Jenkins tutorials. Okay, so thanks for watching and have a good night.